so damn shy. Look at you, like, irking your neck.
How many people are in here? I can't see it.
There's nobody in here. 2 so far.
Oh, okay. Well, hello, you two.
Hello.
Or is that us?
It wouldn't be us. I'll put. Oh well, we forgot first chat. That's Just Juegos. It's a good man of mine. He likes to talk dirty to me in chat, so you might hear some weird things. I'll put brand peanut butter on your. Oh, I'm not reading that out loud, Juegos. No, not reading that out. He's a dirty man. He's a dirty boy. But welcome to the podcast, Juegos. Welcome. If you have any questions, this is my friend George, who we've had a podcast with for since November. Ish. And we have a specific thing that we're going to talk about today because I'm excited. It's fun.
Well, this is the we're kicking off our second adventure here, our second season, which is really cool to say.
Yeah.
And we're gonna kick it off the same way we kicked off the last season with no format. It's kind of the way we're gonna tackle the whole season, honestly, see how it goes. And we're introducing video, so you can see our faces and shenanigans and facial tics and sweaty foreheads and things of that nature, and posters and blurriness back there. Those are hands. Yeah. So, I mean, Jordan and I work together.
We do.
And we're always busy. Always. There's no downtime. Us at work, downtime? It happens quite often. So during one of those moments, we're chatting all day basically, and we always come up with something stupid, impressively stupid. Like nonetheless, it's stupid. So I was reading an article at some point about Sasquatches supposedly living under like mountains,
Yeah.
like a whole cavernous system situation.
Well, you're a firm believer in like the Squatch, anyway. The Squatch boy. All right.
Yeah. It just makes sense. It's a big ass ape animal. How is that crazy? It's not crazy. We discover new things in the ocean all the time. So it occurred to me to marry that ridiculous article, because it was kind of ridiculous, with another ridiculous thing that I'm a fanatic of in a different way. I love Sasquatch, and of course I'd be terrified if I ever saw one, but I'm not really scared of reading it or watching videos or movies based on it or whatever. But aliens, I'm fucking terrified of. So I thought it would be cool to marry it, and I actually haven't told you this yet. But my initial approach, my initial way to mold it was in a serious tone.
What, like the actual like the premise of like
idea.
Sasquatch with the wars and stuff like that?
The whole idea was
really
initially serious, but you mix yourself and I in the mix in the middle of the week where we're already feeling delirious, and of course what came out was complete shit. It was complete nonsense.
I think it's a masterpiece, to be fair, in my defense.
If it has masterpiece feel to it, I do want to go ahead and see if we can challenge ourselves to at least, just for the sake of today, condense the idea after we explain it all, just for the sake of having fun and casting it, because if we try to cast the whole thing, we'll be here forever.
Like casting like primary key, or like key figures and stuff like that?
Like, I don't know, pick 3 figures and just cast them or some shit. So I thought it would be hilarious if the Sasquatch species was here, and they would be the ones to rise up and protect the Earth should aliens invade. It makes no sense because we're the ones with technology and they have like rocks and spears and they run around naked. But they would be the army to go ahead and take over.
Yeah, well, that's the premise too. Is that we have no, like humans have no say in this. Like they have no, what is like either they have no idea that it's happening, or something along that lines. Right? It's more of like a secret war.
Right, it wouldn't be a full-scale invasion coming from the sky. It'll just maybe they'll start invading like from the Everglades or whatever. I mean, eventually, I guess we'll notice, and I guess that'll be a cool thing in the future. But this idea went from serious to a comical concept when we're like, oh man, if they invade, the Sasquatch will come out in like fleets and defend us all, our entire armada. And then we went ridiculous. We're like,
Yes.
should it be just Sasquatch? Could we have other furry or animal defenders? And then it went real stupid. Like, you know what? We need a force of pigeons flying through the air.
Because that started with like complaining about the mailing system, because I was so like infuriated with the mailing system around December. They're just
Right.
so
You were
ridiculous.
expecting something work related, and
Yeah.
it wasn't arriving.
It's so frustrating. And I've been
So,
waiting
yeah,
for like 2 weeks.
There should definitely be we said there should be a fleet of pigeons protecting the skies, and they get the armored little chest plates, little fanny packs with snacks.
Little fanny pack. Okay, that's a new addition. I didn't hear the fanny packs. Oh, you did put fanny packs with snacks. That's the thing you put. I did not pick up on that the first time around.
They got to be ready. They're gonna be up there, fucking 30,000 feet in the air.
30. I could just imagine like a flock of pigeons that are armored in leather.
War pigeons.
They're literally war pigeons. And what's weird about that is that they're so absolutely, like, as much as I like most birds are beautiful, but like pigeons are useless. Like pigeons are so useless in every stretch of the imagination. But in this sense, speaking on that though, because we were talking about pigeons dropping bombs. To preface this is the Alien Sasquatch War, and as George said, all types of critters and stuff like that come in to help the Sasquatches fight this alien war. And this is happening at work in the middle of a very slow day. And we were talking about like bombs being dropped and whatnot by the pigeons. Now, are they genetically modified pigeons? Would they be?
They're just angry.
They're just angry war pigeons. Brr, 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 brr. Yeah, absolutely. They just. It's just fucking done.
Easy kamikaze pigeons. Oh, and where else did we go with that? We need ground defense.
We had
It's
ground
not just
defense. Yeah.
Sasquatch because they're big. They can't go anywhere. We need something a little more flexible, a little more fit into. We're just gonna do honey badgers.
We did honey badgers, yeah. Well, I mean,
They're perfect.
they're nigh indestructible. They
Don't, I mean, don't tell them that. They don't give a fuck.
They don't. They're not. Well, nigh indestructible means they're immune to all these types of venoms. They take on rattlesnakes and they generally just don't give a shit. Like, I was watching a video of a honey badger fight. I think a rattlesnake. It was bit several times by this rattlesnake. It ate the rattlesnake. The venom made it pass out, and then like an hour later, it got back up just fine and just kept going. And I'm like, what in the fuck kind of creature is this? That it can take bites from a rattlesnake and be like, I'm gonna take a nap. I'll be back and be fine later. Like that's nuts to me.
It would actually just walk up right to the freaking snake and just tap it or attack it or just pounce on it. I mean, mongooses are also naturally
Like tough.
tough. So yeah. So maybe a healthy mixture of honey badgers and
Mongooses.
some mongooses.
Mongoose.
Is that the plural for mongoose?
I don't know.
I think that only applies to geese.
I think it
Goose,
does.
Geese, moose,
I just want to call it mongoose now. It's mongoose.
meese,
Maybe.
moosin.
Moosin.
That's from a comedian. I don't know, something Reagan. It was I think he was recalling how he was a moron in elementary school,
Mhm.
and however the teacher would always call on him and pick on him, and the teacher was like, okay, we have the what's the plural for box, right?
Yeah.
And then some kid would go, boxes, or he would go boxing.
Boxing.
Yeah, I don't really recall the joke and that well, but they end up going to, all right, who can tell me the plural for moose? And he just yells out, moosin. Oh no, plural for ox. And the plural for ox is oxen.
Oxen.
So when they asked him, what's the plural for moose? Moosin. Moosin and the boxing and the whatever. It's a pretty funny skit. So whenever every now and then here at home, we'll just moosin.
Okay, that's awesome.
Not
fun...
really. I just butchered the shit out of that. And we're
moosin.
Moosin.
Fun fact: octopus are octopi. Oh shit! Now I don't know. I don't know for sure. I can't. But octopuses.
Octopi. I don't fucking know.
So, fun fact: they like smack fishes out of spite. They're
For fun.
Yeah, for fun. They just don't care. I was again watching a video, and there was this octopus that came up, and the fish was like, "Oh, what's this?" And the fucking octopus just smacked the shit out of him, and then just kept going like it was just a thing to do. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Did you ever catch this very short clip? It always makes me laugh. Where I think penguins are walking down a little icy little strip of land, and one is just stopped, and the other one is walking from behind him,
Mhm.
walks next to him, and is gonna continue walking past him, and then this penguin just smacks him behind the head.
I did not see that.
You've never seen that?
No.
It's the shortest, most hilarious little clip ever. I gotta show you that. And then I've shown you the cat running into the glass door, right? Oh my god, Jordan.
No.
Dude, that one makes me fucking just hysterically laugh every single time I see it. It's I think they're introducing like a French kitchen
Okay.
type of reality show.
Mhm.
And it's at the opening segment, and they kind of pan out to the outside of a building, and there's a glass door or something like that, and then you have to be paying attention because it happens fast. You should see a cat running. Oh, and you actually see the cat bounce back.
Like the reverberation.
Mhm.
Oh, holy shit. Yo, sloths. They're our second string. Because remember, we also, in the war, we had monkeys riding Komodo dragons.
That's nuts.
That was our second unit after the, like, say, for instance, the honey badgers and the mongooses, like, were to fail. Our second string would be monkeys on Komodo dragons.
All the while, I think the sloths should be like the bomb experts.
They're our covert unit that doesn't do
While everything is going on, we have an army of sloths placing bombs or defusing enemy bombs slowly.
That's so good though. That's so perfect. That's exactly.
It's so stupid.
It's not. No, this war is gonna work. We will work. It will work. I know it will. I know it, man. I know it. I know it. I know it.
All right.
I know it.
So.
Yeah.
You get 3. Your choice. 3 or 4 celebrities.
3 or 4 celebrities.
To cast in 3 or 4 of the roles.
Liam Neeson as like the King Sasquatch.
Hold on. No, hold on. The main Sasquatch in the movie, or the senior one that one looks up to?
The senior one. Let's do the senior one for Liam Neeson,
Like,
and then
former general.
yes, Sasquatch number 2, the actual one that's leading currently. Ooh. I don't know. That's a good fucking question. Famous voice actors. I have to look those up now and kind of get a.
It doesn't have to be a voice actor. It could be any actor.
Oh yeah, we can just do actors. Famous actors.
You gotta put Nick Cage in there, man.
Nick Cage would be like one of the monkeys, like the leader monkey.
I'll take it. That was one of mine. So I got 3 left.
Damn. I think in all honesty, probably like maybe Tom Holland or maybe Andrew Garfield, one of the Spider Boys.
As the main heroic Yeti?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. There's something about like the voice differences, because you have to think about like voice pattern and stuff like that. So like if you have a wiser person like Liam Neeson, who has definitely a deeper voice, or like one that has more bravado, speaking to a younger person who has taken on a role that's still young and still has that young voice, there's a lot more weight to how the scene would act out, if that makes sense. Personally, that's how I see it. That's how I would see it.
All right, so Liam Neeson is the guiding role.
Yes.
Within the Yetis or Sasquatch or whatever you want to call them. Let's just roll with Tom Holland. So Tom Holland is the hero Yeti.
He would be
the main
hero,
guy.
Yeah, the main guy.
You got Nick Cage out there. Maybe let's give him a rebellious role.
Can he be like an old rebellious monkey that's too old for this shit?
But they called him back because
I'm too old for this shit.
Because you know what? Fuck it. They kidnapped his daughter.
The aliens kidnapped his daughter? What kind of shit? Woo!
But that's the Nick Cage calling card.
My daughter.
That would be hilarious.
Where's my daughter?
But yeah, he would be the one that they don't want to call back, but they have to because he's the best at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he's the best at it. I gotta put Samuel Jackson in there somewhere. He is my absolute favorite actor.
Can he be ooh. He has to be one of the honey badgers then, right?
I don't know.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Oh, hold on. Oh.
What?
Okay, Samuel L. Jackson as the lead honey badger.
There you go.
Artillery expert. You could just see him just loading a missile. Get these motherfuckers.
Oh, and the pigeons have no voice actors. They just do. They don't talk. I personally think that'd be hilarious.
No, yeah, that'd be hilarious. Just noises and head ticks.
Huh? What?
And then people just making fun of them and just like, oh my god, these fucking pigeons. Do you know what they're saying? Nobody does.
They just showed up fucking one day asking for food, or what I think they were asking for food, and now they're here helping us.
We gotta have a really cranky Danny DeVito.
Cranky Danny DeVito. Okay.
He could be the eye in the sky.
Eye in the sky.
Like, you know how movies where there's like an elaborate scheme to like rob a place or whatever. There's always a guy in a van.
There's always a guy in a van.
Surveillance.
Who
Like
would be
calling all the shots.
Who would be the surveillance guy?
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. No, I can't.
Yes.
I can't.
Why?
I can't. He
Why
has to
not?
be. He has to be a sloth. I'm sorry. Wait. Can the van driver be a sloth?
Obviously, the van wouldn't be going anywhere.
Yes.
It'd be pretty much immobile.
Yes.
We can do that.
You could do that.
Wait. So the sloth would be the eye in the sky,
Yes.
monitoring where all the bombs are being set by the other sloths.
Oh, and I could just see the blips popping up, and nobody's moved anywhere. And nobody's moved, or they have moved, but the blip's like. Oh no, that's the truth. I'm excited. I want to see this movie. Have you lost your mind? Are you okay?
No, it's.
This is a hand.
Yeah.
This is a hand, George.
This is a.
This is
That
also
is
a hand.
that is a reference to something we previously recorded, where because of my blurred background, this apparently looked like something else.
Yeah, it looks like it looked like.
Or it looked at the time, in that specific recording, it looked like a dick. So now we have to specify these are hands. So if we do that, that's because I want to specify that, you know, these are hands. They're not.
They're not dicks.
They're not diggly
They're not diggly danglies. They're not that.
We got to put Arnold in there.
Slurp.
At least a small
Brooks.
cameo.
Brooks is in
At
the
least.
chat now.
What's up, Brooks?
As a small cameo.
Something small. Maybe a general, someone that advises the Liam Neeson character, like an advisor.
It would be like an advisor monkey.
Well, it wouldn't be a monkey. It'd probably be a Yeti.
You think it'd be a Yeti?
How would you have Arnold be a monkey and not a Yeti?
Oh yeah, he is star-studded. So
Yeah.
no. Okay, here's how it goes. That Squatch, Arnold Squatch, is the is Liam Neeson Squatch's grandfather or father who died recently and only in flashbacks. Perfect cameo.
But nobody understood what the hell he said.
Nobody. Yeah.
It's perfect.
How do you?
Like, we lost that war because we didn't understand the plan. Nobody understood the general, and then flashback.
It actually, in reality, is like you need to hire the pigeons. It's just like that's why they're there. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's fucking brilliant. Like, it's perfect. What is I listening to? Brooks ask. Okay, so to give you context, this we made it. What the fuck, George? Oh, you're
I was
hiding that.
covering because my wife showed up for like a brief second. You may want to blur her out, but We're live on Twitch. I'm sorry. You look beautiful though.
I didn't see it. I didn't see your areas blurred. You're fine, Brooks. To give context, we had devised a story.
Yeah.
God damn you! We had devised a story while we were very bored at work during like a downtime about Squatches fighting aliens, and we developed a first unit or like battalion of badgers and mongooses. And then our second battalion would be monkeys riding Komodo dragons. Our covert unit is just a bunch of sloths. And our air forces are legitimately just fucking pigeons in leather armor. Called war pigeons that do nothing but just dive bomb things and shoot eggs at them. So we were talking about casting for like main characters for this very hypothetical story that we made. And so far we have Liam Neeson, Samuel Jackson, Danny DeVito, Tom Holland, Arnold. Did we get anybody else or did I get everybody?
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage. Yeah, Nick Cage is there too.
Tom Holland. I don't know if you said him already. Danny DeVito.
Brooks asked what
you. Huh?
He asked what type of Warhammer type shit is this?
Ridiculousness.
It's fucking ridiculous.
We need to have Kevin Hart voice.
Kevin Hart?
Oh, I got it. The
Okay.
pigeons. They can talk.
They can talk?
But only they understand themselves.
Oh shit!
So
yeah!
It's gonna be like the whole time where everybody else's point of view, you think they don't talk. But then like maybe towards the end or whatever, you see them talking to each other and they know that they're not understood outside of themselves, but they're all Kevin Hart.
They're all Kevin Hart. Every
All
single pigeon.
All of them. Every single goddamn ass pigeon.
And to give you context, it's every pigeon on Earth. There are so many fucking pigeons.
That's what makes it funny that they're all Kevin Hart.
They're all Kevin Hart. And here's the great thing about it. The grandfather, that's Arnold, understood the pigeons because of their garbled nonsense. So their communication was fucking perfect.
Well, this man is out there. You fly. Get to the mountain.
Yeah.
And then he would just be at the meeting with his council of protectors. And then everybody would just be like, "Do you understand? Anybody understand this? Anybody taking notes?
We need a pigeon translator here.
Anybody
for this
understand this?"
situation.
And then we have a special Sasquatch played by Helen Keller.
Helen Keller! Don't bring her into this!
You wouldn't know.
Oh my god!
He would be like the all-seer.
Holy shit!
The seer of the future. They would go up to her and they would just tell her, "We have all these aliens coming in. What should I do?" And then she wouldn't say anything because she wouldn't know.
No fucking shot! Dude, my face went from like regular pale white boy face to completely fucking red in like a brief 20 seconds.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't include that.
Yeah, that's bad. Well, well, unfortunately, it's on Twitch. It's there now. If that's what you're referring to.
Well, there's our first controversy.
It's not a controversy. She's passed away. We understand that she was a wonderful figure in the world, but that is fucking hilarious. Holy shit. That hurt my chest. Like, thinking about that shit. Oh.
Yeah.
Don't, because that has always been a fucking, like, just a soft spot for me when it comes to comedy. If you just interlude like little in like that, I fucking I can't help it. It's fucking hilarious.
It would be cool to include. Oh, what's his name? Hold on. I gotta Google this. I can't just call him the actor because it's too epic.
We're doing it on the fly. Fuck it, we're doing it live.
He's too epic. Come on. Where'd he go? Of course, the man, Michael Winslow.
Oh fuck yeah, Michael Winslow. Boy
But
is
the
the
thing
man
is,
of 1,000.
You
What
have
is
to
this?
have him spoof his Spaceballs role.
Which one?
Well, he
Well-
was one of the he was on Spaceball 1. He was oh, we've lost the bleeps. The
Lost?
bleeps. The bleeps, the cleeps, and he would make the sounds.
Oh shit. So in saying that though, I've never seen Spaceballs. I told you this before. I've never seen Spaceballs. Never, homie. Alright, I'm about to get shit on real quick. Hold up, the shit on button. I wish I had like a fucking soundboard. My stream deck got canceled for. I'm not explaining why that shit. I'm already pissed off at Amazon, but it's just soundboard. You're staring at me. You're just staring at the camera. Are we doing a staring contest? Alright, well that was, we have to have audio. We have to have some sort of context.
You've never seen Spaceballs.
I have not. I'm 27, man. I was born in 1995. That came out like 10 years before me, I think, right? Something like that.
Spaceballs?
Yeah, let's look up. Hold on. I could be wrong. That's alright. Spaceballs.
Spaceballs came out in 1987.
Yep, almost 10 years. Yep.
So you've never seen a movie that came out before you were born?
No.
Then shut up. How have you never seen Spaceballs?
Because there's a lot of good old movies that don't have to be Spaceballs. Like, come on, man.
What?
It's not the fucking end of the world. I don't like Star Wars.
It's close
So I'm not
enough.
gonna like fucking Spaceballs.
Were you are you more of a Trekkie or more of a space Star Wars nerd?
Neither.
Or both or neither?
Neither.
But
I
you
don't like
understand the impact Star Wars has had.
Yeah,
cinema,
it's with
pop
Captain
culture in
Kirk
general.
and Falcor the Luck Dragon. Yeah.
I'm gonna find out where you live. No, I'm gonna kill you. No, but look, check this out. Do you know anything about Spaceballs at all?
Yeah, the dude had a really overlarge sized helmet that looked like Darth Vader's helmet, but goofier. That's
Yeah,
about all I
that's-
remember.
That's Rick Moranis.
Oh, I know.
plays-
Yeah, absolutely.
Plays Dark Helmet.
His name's Dark Helmet. You fucking.
Dark Helmet.
God, what a fucking parody.
Oh, it's the parody. The parody was so good, George Lucas knew it was gonna be good,
Uh-huh.
and he said, "You can go ahead and parody Star Wars. That's fine, but you can't sell merch."
That's fair. That's a fair thing. Yeah.
That I didn't know that until recently. That's why there's never been official merch, because that was part of the deal. So
Yeah.
Rick Moranis is Dark Helmet, Mel Brooks as President Scroob, and Yogurt.
I'm
which is
sorry.
the-
Who?
He's the parody of Yoda.
His name is Yogurt.
Yep. Bill Pullman is Lone Star. John Candy is Barf, which is a spoof of Chewie.
His name's Barf, and I'm assuming Lone Star is Han Solo, right?
Right. He's
Yeah.
a spoof of a bunch of people. Joan Rivers plays the Dot Matrix, which is C-3PO spoof. Michael Winslow, he plays a radar technician. I think most of them are still alive, honestly, except somebody who played a particular king in the movie. But I think think that person. I think that guy's dead, but
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
everybody else is still alive. Actually, no. John Hurt is there, and I know he died. Actually, did he die? I don't know if he's dead. Is John Hurt dead?
Well, I know Mel Brooks is still alive. Mel Brooks is 96, by the way.
Yeah, he's
Dude,
up there.
Dude, Stephen King is 75. That shit hit me. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. He's old. Well, I mean, it's fine. He's lived a good life and he's a prolific writer, but that shit got me. I'm like, holy fuck.
You need to watch Spaceballs.
Nah.
What? Is that one of those movies? What is it about it that pushes you away interest-wise?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Like, I just don't. So, well, that's the thing, right, man? I'm a very, like, and this is obviously an excuse, and I'm gonna call myself out on it, but I have a lot that I do in a day, and to sit down and watch a movie, Spaceballs is not gonna be at my top of the list for things to watch, especially because, like, my wife likes particular films, and generally when we spend time together, that's the time that we spend, and we're gonna find a movie that we both like. So.
Oh, you don't have to explain that to me. I know that.
Yeah.
That's marriage 101. That's basically how it works. But
Absolutely.
But if you have the time, two things. Number one, watch Spaceballs.
Nah.
Number two, don't really tell anybody you haven't seen Spaceballs because they're gonna shit on you.
Oh, I told my boss that, and she shit on me like hard. And then proceeded to get Mara and a bunch of other people to shit on me about this. They tell me, they're like, you're such a fucking young kid. I'm like, yeah, it makes a lot of fucking sense.
You
Yeah.
you understand that it really is a funny movie. Have you seen any of Mel Brooks's other work? Have you seen anything else with John Candy in it?
John Candy?
You know.
Yeah.
John
I know
Candy?
John Candy is. He's the other really awesome fat dude. Other than
Absolutely.
yes. John Candy. I've seen Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck is great.
I love Uncle Buck.
Have you seen Plane, Trains, and Automobiles?
Hell yeah, with Steve Martin, right? Is that his name?
Mhm.
Yeah, hell
Okay.
yeah.
Listen,
That's a great movie.
John Candy is hilarious in this movie. So that, I mean, I'm gonna use that as your olive branch. Did you know Uncle Buck gave birth to Home Alone?
No, but I love that because Home Alone's one of the best child movies ever made. That's incredible.
If you see Uncle Buck, like, whenever you get a moment or watch it again or whatever, pay attention. You'll know that Uncle Buck is what spawned or kickstarted or catapulted the idea of Home Alone.
That's crazy, yeah. Huh.
Home Alone.
That's fucking wild.
Home Alone was actually filmed inside of a high school gym.
What the fuck?
The entire set, minus the outside shots, of course, but the entire set on the inside, where it's all filmed, the home, the booby trap, and all that shit, was a gigantic set inside of a high school gym.
I did not know that.
There's a series on Netflix where it kind of, there's a series that says, oh, the toys that made us, kind of looks back, the toys of your childhood. This one is for movies.
No
how
shit.
like epic movies from back in the day were made. I think it's with people my age in mind, not with people your age in mind, because when it goes back, it's early in my childhood, and at that time you weren't born, so it's technically not geared towards your generation, but it's close enough to where you're familiar with all of this. All this was still relevant when back when you were old enough to pay attention. So yeah, Home Alone is definitely relevant to everyone. But it was pretty cool because they actually show you how it was built. There's little pictures of it on the inside where you walk outside a door and you expect to see a certain part of the house, but that's not what's there. What's there is another part of the house that doesn't structurally make sense. I don't know, it was kind of fucking cool.
Yeah, that's hella fucking cool. Well, that's like I can't remember what the show was that did this. And after this, I have my question ready for you for the tail end. But another show that did that. Is it like a Christmas Carol? Not a Christmas Carol, but like it was an old blockbuster hit. The Miracle on 43rd Street.
Oh, I haven't seen that in forever.
But Universal has this backdrop, has this and a lot of movies do backdrops on Universal and stuff like that because they can create and do whatever they want on the backlot. But this particular backlot, the producer did, had like a genuine like very general Merry Christmas feel to it. So like when they were producing it, they didn't make anything like feel authentic. It was more of a like the vibe that you get from Christmas. You know how you see like general, like instead of like Mac's General Store, it's just General Store. Like it's if that makes sense. So like if you ever watch Miracle at 43rd Street, you'll see that a lot of that back set is just like typical plain background in comparison to now, but back then it was a design choice by the producer, which is such a weird and interesting thing to think of. Just shit like movie shit like that is really cool, and like when you like delve into the background of like shit like that, and like the basketball court and stuff like stuff like the stadium and stuff like that is really neat because there's so much to it. I don't know, man. It's just damn.
No, it's cool to geek out over how things were made, what they had to do, because what's available to us now wasn't available to them back then.
Oh yeah, like Alfred Hitchcock. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, stuff like Beetlejuice, stuff like Ghostbusters, which is also on there as well. Ghostbusters. It's pretty fucking cool. You've seen Ghostbusters, right?
Yes, I've seen Ghostbusters 1, 2, and I've stayed there. I didn't go anywhere else.
Well, they have 1, they have 2. There's the female-led version of it, which is good in its own right. And they already stated that just happens on a different reality or so, but it's there. It's not bad. You know, the ladies that are doing it are hilarious in their own right, big time. Kate McKinnon, bro, please. And then Afterlife was actually pretty okay, in my opinion. It was pretty good.
Okay. Have you seen the Go ahead.
Afterlife being the actual official part 3.
Re-entry, yeah. Have you?
No, it's not. What do you mean by re-entry? Like a reboot?
No, re-entry meaning it's a sequel to number 2. It's right, an actual re-entry of the series.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's Have you seen the new Predator?
Prey?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I thought she did phenomenal.
Woo! Dude, and the fact that they were so wonderfully like prepared to use an entirely like Native American cast was super fucking sick. And fun fact, Prey is one of the only, and I think is the only to date mass-produced like multimedia film like box office success that has subtitles in the native language of that tribe or those tribes. Yeah, dude, I was like, what the fuck? Like, holy shit, that's fucking sick.
Have you seen the other Predator films? The original ones, not when they started getting all saturated with aliens. Did you catch the... Oh, then, if you're a huge
fan... The flintlock
fan,
pig, sure... yeah, the pistol? Yeah.
Yeah, you caught that, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Bruh, I texted you about it. I'm like, bruh, when you see Prey, pay attention towards the end. Look at it. It fucking
that's right.
Killed me. I was like, oh my fucking god. Dude, I fucking flipped. I'm sorry. Predator fan to the max. I like aliens, but I've always been a fan of like Predators. They're fucking sick. Too much?
They're sick.
Too much.
No, they're sick. No, I like Predator. It's one of those things that I'll just watch once. I'm not too much of a fan of. The first one with Arnold was great. The second one with Danny Glover was great also. The Alien ones were okay. I watched one, maybe. Not really not really a franchise that grabs me. Even when they slammed them both together, it was cool. Like it was eye candy, okay, but it didn't really get me. Even Prometheus.
That was okay. So I don't count Alien 3. 1 and 2 are great. 3 was an absolute disaster. As a matter of fact, the director has asked to have his name removed from it because it was so bad.
I think Alien is also in that Netflix series
Which in
that they talk about how they made movies.
oh yeah, because there's so many.
I think Alien is one of the installments of that
Oh,
little series.
I'm sure it must have been. It has to be at that point. Hi, hey, it's me. It's Jordan. At the end of the episode, you know what? We are streaming on Twitch now. Every Saturday before the Friday, we release the audio. Be sure to check out our YouTube as well. We'll go ahead and get those links updated. There's a couple changes that we're gonna do to the site or to Instagram, to all that stuff, to kind of make it more available, more friendly, and we're just gonna hit 2023 where it hurts, where it loves, where the world ends. Okay, bye. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Enjoy till end.